Madge, yeah, tell us, was the conditions different to what you're expecting out there today?
No, not at all. Not at all. We knew exactly what we were coming to, and we didn't get the job done.
What did you make of the performance, Madge?
Really disappointing, to be honest. We scored an easy try at the start. Well, I shouldn't say easy. We scored a try at the start, and our mentality around that, following that, we try and offload. We get lucky, and then we have another offload, and we get an error. It tells you a little bit about sort of just where we're at mentality-wise, and did they think it was going to be easy, hard? I'm not quite sure, but it was obviously not the performance we definitely came here to put on, that's for sure.
It was one that there's a lot of talk about, winning this match to progress through to the finals. Was there too much pressure on the build-up, do you think?
No, not at all. Well, that's what you've got to handle when you play at this level. We've got a number of players there that, at times throughout the game just ebbed and flowed, and they needed to get the job done. It was really simple as that. The ruck was too quick, line speed was non-existent at times. We put ourselves on the back foot, but we could have fixed that very easily, but we needed to take control of the game.
Came very close to doing that in the late stages there, and then it just sort of dropped off again, didn't it?
Yeah, we put too much. We had too much pressure on ourselves in the first half. Look, the amount of drop ball and the errors, and look, they were probably going the same way, to be honest, and they were the ones that got a hold of the game. The leaders there of their team, probably got a hold of things, and we needed to be better in that department. We needed to get control and think about the long game rather than thinking about the immediate play. You've got to make sure that as a team, we walked in at half time, we knew what we needed to do in the second half. We didn't go out and deliver that, and we put a little bit of pressure back on them, and the disallowed try there around the scrum, you get those every now and then, but we needed to stay at it. But unfortunately our defence today was what let us down.
What do you think of the disallowed try, Mitch?
I'd have to have another look. Those sorts of things go on all the time. They're 50-50 calls. I think every front rower in the game is holding on to someone at some stage, but they decided to look at that one.
Sharks outside backs, they carried the ball really well through your middles.
Yeah, they did.
Do you feel like your middles tapped out there at times?
I wouldn't say tapped out, but it showed that their back five definitely came through our middle, and we were prepared for that. We expected that they were going to come through, so we needed to be better in that area. Young Brayley got out of dummy half and too many metres. We needed to be better in that department. So they're things that obviously we as a group need to take a hold of. It's every game is so important when you're going through the NRL, and there's games that we can look back on as a group and go, well, that one there and that one there. If certain things or we did certain things in those games, just like what we could have done there today, could have swung our way. But that's the NRL. You've got to be prepared to roll your sleeves up to do that.
They poked some holes through the middle, and then probably made the most of it on the edges of the line there. Where do you start?
You got to tighten up. You've got to be strong through the middle, because that if it's quick through the middle, everyone tightens up, and you've got space out in the edge. It's a pretty simple game, but you've got to be prepared to do put the hard work in. And I thought we weren't prepared to do that at times in that first half, and then that came back and got us because of the scoreline and all those sorts of things. And sure enough, in the second half, they ran away on us.
Having a small squad as part of the COVID situation, does that hurt your preparation heading into matches in terms of that opposed or that opportunity to be challenged by your extended squad? No,
not at all. We've got the squad we got, and that's what we came here to fight with. So we just didn't get the job done.
Have you guys spoke to Dewey, and how's he feeling? He looks a bit discomfort there.
Yeah, I think the doc's looking at him now, but I think he should be okay. Yeah.
It's good for next week.
Yeah.
Try and get a lot of pride back from that one.
Oh, definitely. Look, the competition, is still wide open. Anything can happen, as you know, in the NRL. So, we've got to turn up and prepared, ready to go. We're playing one of the best teams in the comp, so it's going to give us a good opportunity to have a crack at it.
Did the preparation, coming into Rocky, change anything for you guys, or did it sort of stay the sort of same?
No, it's much the same. I mean, the last couple of weeks we've been able to build a bit of momentum. We didn't use that to our advantage today and build a pressure game. In this first half, we just alleviated so much pressure by various things that we did, and then Cronulla capitalised on that. They ended up scoring a couple of tries in the first half where, if we got down the other end off the back of our sets, well, it's a different ballgame, isn't it?
Fantastic. And the crowd here, it wasn't as big as we thought it was going to be, but a really great crowd and really good atmosphere. How'd you feel?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, all the Rocky fans are out there, and they get behind their rugby league up here, as I know. So, really appreciate obviously them getting behind us.